all over the web and social media, we have evidence that black men hate black women. There's even a guy who wrote a book about it, explaining why black men hate black women. And he made the rounds a few years back on Blog Talk when I was doing my show. And I thought it was, kind of interesting that somebody admitted it, but there you go. But I wanted to address a question that came in from one of the female commenters. She was concerned that uh, that black men, the things that black men say, the angry, nasty, disgusting things, the stuff where they talk about black women's hair, black women's underwear, black women's weaves, black women's skin tone, black women's body shapes, how many children black women have, how black women like sex, how black women don't like sex. I mean, whatever we do, somehow they flip it around to make us be wrong. But this young lady was concerned that some of the things that they say are basically bordering on slander. And this, and I'm just telling you what she thinks, and that those words that they speak in public like that are negatively impacting other people's views of black women. And just not only in the United States, but I think around the world. So I wanted to kind of talk about that because it's something that comes up a lot and in different forms, but let me just be blunt. That is a bunch of bullshit. Number one, let's talk about this whole thing about black men having all this power. They only had the power that you give them. Okay, so they talk so much shit to me, it's ridiculous. They make videos about me, they write articles about me, they cuss me out, they say all kind of horrible things. Has it done like even dented who I am? Has it changed one inchy beachy thing about me? Do I have one fuck about what they say? Now see, and I'm not saying you have to be as hard and cold as I am, but what I'm saying is when you have a situation where there are people that are circling around you that they don't pay you, they ain't fucking you, they ain't liking you, they ain't giving you nothing, they ain't doing shit for you. Why the hell do you let their opinions impact who you think you are and your feelings about yourself? See, I don't understand that. And there's a whole league of black women, they claim that they don't want black men, that they tired of black men and date out, they say. Get a passport, find men of other nations, other nationalities, other ethnicities, ignore black men, blah, blah, blah. But every fucking time I turn around, these same women is worrying about what black men say about them and what black men think about them and how black men don't want them and how black men are marrying women of other races and how black men are saying stuff about colorism and all this old stuff. See, I'm like, you guys, you need to make up your fucking mind. Either you give a shit about black men, in which case you could continue to pursue them, and then don't say all this shit about dating out and all that stuff because you're lying to yourself. If that's what you want, if you want a black man, then admit it and then do what you need to do to get one. If you truly don't give a fuck, like you say, then you should not be exerting all this energy towards what they think, what they say, what they feel, who they fuck, who they date, who they marry, who they have kids by. Y'all do too much. It's like I can't even go in those women's groups anymore because of all the negative, focus on what black men think about them. It's like this like pity party. I can't fucking stand it. So when this email came in today, the comment or whatever, it kind of brought back all those memories and made me, just reminded me of why I left all those groups. I don't give a fuck about niggas. Okay, now if you really believe that you don't either, this question should not have even come up. Because let me explain to you why. If you're in a situation where you're trying to date, you want to date men of other ethnicities or whatever, look into your heart and figure out why. Okay, if you're really doing it to try to escape black men because you feel like black men don't want you, you really do want a black man, but you taking these other dudes as a second choice, they're gonna feel that. Okay, they're gonna know that you don't really want them for them, that you're using them as a substitute for what you really want. Is that really fair? And I'm serious here. I want you guys to really spend some time thinking about your motivations for making the moves and saying the things that you're saying, because don't think that people don't get a vibe from you and understand where you're coming from, because everybody has that sensitivity, and nobody wants to feel like a third wheel in your life, and an option and a second choice and a default, simply because you couldn't get what you really wanted. That's not fair to them. Okay, then then you guys want to come about and say, well, they're saying all this stuff and it's impacting other people's opinions of us. Who told you that? Who told you that? Where did you get that from? Number one, even if it is true, let's just start there. Let's just assume that there is some element of truth in these assumptions. You're talking about people who are listening to ignorant niggas and basing their opinion of black women upon what ignorant niggas say. Okay, if you have somebody who does that, what does that make them? An ignorant fuck. That's what. Do you really want to be with an ignorant fuck? No. I mean, that should be your correct answer. No. So if you have an ignorant fuck who believes stupid shit that dumb niggas say, and then you trying to, talk to the person, give it to the person, whatever, and you find out that they have these attitudes, why would you waste another second of your time with that kind of ignorance? See, I have to be with a man who can think for his fucking self. If you have a man who's going to listen to some dried up, funky jailbird ass niggas, and he's going to take that information that he got from them, those tired losers, and he's going to apply it to every black woman on the planet, and he's going to like malign every black woman based on what them five stupid niggas said on YouTube, well, then that's a fool. And you don't need a fool. So you don't worry about what a fool thinks. You don't worry about what a fool says. You don't worry about what a fool believes. You just leave his ass alone and leave him over there with his stereotypes, listening to dumb nigga shit. So see, I don't know. I'm looking at this, and all I can see is what I remember my dad telling me. He put it in a different way, but as I got older and I started studying psychology and personalities and stuff like that, I learned different phraseology. But the basic belief system behind what he was saying it's no different. Bottom line, there's two types of people in this world. There are people who are inner directed, and there are people who are outer directed. Now, let me break that down. If you are an outer directed individual, you are the person that looks for approval, for acceptance from other people. You want them to like you. You feel horrified if they don't. Your feelings get all super hurt. You just deeply wounded by the fact that somebody rejected you. Even though you don't know this person, even though you haven't fucked this person, you haven't even dated this person wouldn't know you if they passed you on the street. But you all in your feelings about the fact that this person doesn't want somebody who resembles in some vague way you. Not you personally, because they don't know you, but somebody who you think looks like you. And so you taking all that imagined pain and you're absorbing this rejection, and you running down around the world with that shit. See, I can't even understand that kind of thinking. So you're just like going out looking to feel bad about yourself. You seeking rejection. You trying to dig it out from every hole and cubby hole and underground and everything and take it with you when you go. That's stupid. And I'm just going to say, like I said, I have to just be blunt. That is some dumb shit. You don't worry about what dumb niggas have to say. You don't worry about white boys who believe what dumb niggas have to say, Mexican men who believe what dumb niggas have to say, Arab men who believe what dumb niggas have to say, European men who believe what dumb niggas. I mean, if they really are going to believe that, then they're not qualified to be with you. That's it. I don't care what color they are. They could be pink with green stripes. They're just stupid, and so they're not qualified to be with you. You don't exert any energy on worrying about what they think or trying to change their mind. Those are grown fucking men. They're gonna believe what they want to believe. You just say, well, you know what? I don't want to be bothered with nobody who thinks like you do, and so I'm out deuces. That's it. I mean, this is very simple, but you have to have the belief that you deserve better and that you deserve this treatment. And I'm really suspicious that a lot of you don't. And that's why you be so focused on what stupid niggas have to say. Number two, let's talk about the people who are inner directed. Now, if you're an inner directed person, you decide what works for you. You don't worry about what other people think, what other people do, what other people want you to think or want you to do. You don't worry about how they behave or what they say about you. You don't worry about none of that stuff because it's irrelevant. It's like, the bug smashed on your windshield. That's about how much relevance their opinions have in your world. And that's me. I could give less. I mean, I can't even imagine how many less fucks I could have about what niggas say. I just really don't give a shit. And you ladies need to get some of that attitude. Now, a lot of you are already in your 20s and 30s. It's probably going to be a struggle for you to figure out how to do that. But I mean, if you need to get some couch time with a therapist, I suggest you do that. There's no reason to have thousands and thousands of black women all over the internet, all whining and crying about what some dumb niggas that they don't even know, not even going to ever meet, think about black women. They're not talking about you because they don't know you. So why are you absorbing all this pain and all this angst and all this rejection and feeling all bad about yourself about what somebody who you think doesn't want you, has said? I mean, like you're rejected by this individual. See, that's some kind of fucked up thinking. I just don't even understand where that's coming from. So when you have a situation where you have, black men who are intentionally trying to hurt your feelings, why do you let them do it? Why do you give them the pleasure? They're sitting up there on their internet in the dark in the pit's basement of their mama's bathroom or some shit, and they're making these videos ranting and raving about how horrible black women are, and y'all go and listen to that shit, and you subscribe to those channels so you get a daily dose of that shit. What is wrong with you? I mean, I could mention some names, but I'm not going to because I don't want them to get any publicity on my channel. But they have thousands of subscribers. I mean, like, 30, 40,000 subscribers. The majority of them are black women. And and they ran and raved and they say the most disgusting things about sisters. And y'all just steady listening to that shit and steady absorbing that into your spirit. What is wrong with you? Why are you looking for some shit to hurt you? I don't get that. It's like makes me think that so many black women are seriously addicted to pain, psychological and emotional pain. It's like you want to feel hurt. You go and look for some shit to feel hurt about. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. See, like, you have to figure out what's motivating you to think that you need to do this kind of stuff to yourself. I mean, and I'm serious right now. I know I'm ranting, and a lot of y'all gonna be mad because of the stuff I said. But you know how I am. I'm interdirected. I could give less than a fuck what you think. I'm just telling you how you look. You look stupid. You online whining and ranting and raving about they don't want you because of your skin. They don't want you because of you fat. They don't want you because of this. They like white girls. They want Brazilian girls. Who gives a shit what niggas say they want? Them niggas are sitting up there jacking off. They don't have no pussy. Why y'all worried about what they think? It's just dumb to me. So this I'm choking. I'm so upset at you all. This kind of thing here. If you really really believe that you deserve better, you will stop doing the things that you're doing. These things, these rants that you have about, being rejected and not picked and not liked and not loved, you've got to stop focusing on that stuff. There's nothing you can do to change these men. See, my thing is this: if you want to avoid stress and feeling bad, you got to focus on changing the stuff that you have the power to change. You do not have the power to change the minds of thousands of men that you don't know. They probably can't even change their own mind. So what the fuck you think you're gonna do? Nothing you do, nothing you say, nothing you wear, nothing you cook, nothing you clean, no amount of virginity acting shit that you do, your pristine pussy and all this other stuff. None of that's gonna change his opinion about you. He doesn't know you. Stop tripping. Do what the fuck you want to do and stop worrying about what men think and what men say and what men believe. Stop listening to them. They don't even know half the time. They don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Not more than half the time. 95% of the time. They just running off at the mouth because they like to hear the sound of their voice. Saying a bunch of shit that don't nobody want to hear. That don't mean nothing. It's just like, blah, 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 blah. It sound like the Sims language. That's what they be talking like. That hop stuff. It is like meaningless, utterances. It doesn't have any impact on your life unless you let it have some impact. I don't care. I mean, if I was the kind that cared about what all these niggas have to say about me, I would have killed myself years ago. But I just laugh. I don't give a fuck what they say. All they do is put my name out there and give me free publicity. That's a plus for me. Any publicity, whether it's positive or negative, works for me because I'm a businesswoman. You put my name on your lips, motherfucker, I'm getting paid every time you do. So I want them to talk about me. Please talk about me. Talk about me every fucking time you wake up, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Put my name in your mouth and on your YouTube channels and on your blog talk shows. Do it. And I will love you. So, I can't really I can't really understand the logic behind this negativity that you guys have towards yourself based on what these men have to say. They have no importance in your life unless you give it to them. And since you say you don't like black men, you don't want black men, they don't want you, why the fuck you keep focusing on what they be talking about? Why are you wasting your time like that? You should be focusing your time on bettering yourself, bettering your situation, making some money, making some moves, doing something that's going to benefit you in the long term. Stop focusing on dumb niggas and the shit that they be talking. That's just wasting your female essence, wasting your time, wasting your heart, wasting all your energy and your mind, your creativity that you should be using for something that's going to benefit you and womankind, or at least you and your family. All right? This is Deb Cooper from survivingdating.com, askheartbeat.com, with another reality check for my sisters on this whole black men, what they think and what they think about black women stuff. Stop thinking about them. Stop wasting your time. Let's move on. We got big things to do over the coming year, the next, 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018. I got a whole bunch of shit in mind for y'all to do, and it does not include exerting even 1 inch of effort towards niggas and what they talking about. All right? Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.